I was just listening to my girl, Amber Rose, and I said, it's beautiful outside. I need to say something. And the moon ain't even out here. That's my room. You see them stars above my room all the time, all the time. Anyway, you hear them coyotes? I mean them foxes or whatever they are. Y'all, I'm gonna get into that house stuff more. How the human body is your house. It's like so many people. I'm gonna get into it more later, y'all. But I'm just going over some stuff now. It's like so many people know about spiritual STDs, spiritual rape and all that, but don't understand it or something. Spiritual STD, I keep telling folks, to me, it's when you sleep with somebody that got an STD, you getting warnings. Now, I can't speak for a woman, but for a man, if you was to look at your tallywhack, you notice it's these little lines in it. Okay? When you sleep with somebody that's disease infested, them little lines is like, to me, I call them spiritual lines. Okay? They start to heat up depending on the STDs that person is spreading. So when you start to notice the irritation in these spiritual lines, that's your warning right there. So let's say this was the first time that you ever done this, okay, and you starting to notice something wrong in that area. Well, if you do watch tarot, if you go to tarot, you have to fly through a lot of them probably. But if you examine tarot, one of them tarot readers, and that's how I can tell. That's just one of the ways I can tell. So it ain't nothing you can do to hide it. But that's one of the ways I can tell if somebody's spiritually connected to God, to the source, actually connected to the source, because that person gonna say somebody is about to catch a spiritual STD. And you'll hear that tarot reader say, if you go back, you're gonna get it. If you go back, you're gonna get that spiritual STD. Okay, that's your warning right there. Now that means fall back, heal. It don't matter what disease it is. If you notice them warnings, you will heal. It don't matter what disease it is, you will heal. But unfortunately for humans, oh, it feels so good, it's so warm. And just keep going back. You keep jumping all in there, zoop, zoop. And while you jumping up too much, zoop, zoop, it's your last jump. You get what I'm saying? So by this time, all the spiritual lines on the tallywhack is on fire. So now you in trouble, buddy. You're in big trouble. You thought it was good. Yeah, I'm gonna go sleep with her. Yeah. They say she an angel. They say, yeah, I'm gonna go sleep with him. Yeah, okay, there you go. So that's just the basic unit of math when it comes down to spirituality and science. When it comes down to sexual encounters. See how powerful that is. Now you know. See, by me saying this, now you see the proof in the spiritual science of sex. Now there's no excuses. Because just like y'all call me Jesus, Jesus just told you, Jesus warned, Jesus let you know. So, with that being said, you cannot blame God. It's irrelevant to blame God for such a disaster because male and female, all of us that's created by God has these warnings. And like I said, I've been going down this road my whole life. I had learned this the hard way, hitting and missing since childhood. I was born in a family to be sacrificed, so they sent me sacrificial lambs. They sent me sacrificial, well, I ain't gonna say sacrificial lamb, but they sent me basically demons. And all these demons that they sent me to be lovers had real serious issues. Thank you, God. God gave me 5. Real serious issues. So, so basically, that's what I was just telling. No, I wasn't just. Yeah, I was just explaining that to somebody earlier. That's why I want to explain it to y'all, because it's like people don't get it. See, me and my twin flame can't be lovers because she already exceeded that. I hit dog a holler now. I ain't putting your business out. I'm just letting you know so people can quit thinking we married and we together. We not together. It's impossible for us to be together. She has already crossed that over. She already done crossed over. You get what I'm saying? So she dropped the crown. God got to give the crown to somebody else. So now we could take this back to the spiritual house. Now we got to go back into the house. Why? Why do we have to go back into the house? Because I'm a man that's not a whore. I ain't out here experiencing nothing. I ain't out here laying up with everybody. I got to go straight to God for my next lover. So we got to go back into the house. So as we go back into this house, the crown, the ancestors start to, the physician ancestors start to remodify the DNA codes in me. Now, this connection between me and my twin flame got to be snipped in this lifetime because she voided the connection. She didn't want it. She didn't want the lover. She didn't care nothing about the lover. She did, but she's a Scorpio now. That's one of the Scorpio's downfall. Whoever they join to and whoever they bind with, I ain't gonna say bind with, but whoever they put their trust in, whoever they decide to be real with, they gonna be real with that person to the end, 9 times out of 10. Like I said, my brother was a high priest Scorpio. He did that, but good thing he did it for me. Now see, when you do it for somebody gonna show you equal reciprocation of love, then it's okay. But when you do it for somebody that's playing you with black magic and all that extra stuff, then you basically a warrior that just laid down for somebody who pretend to be a warrior. You probably is a bigger warrior than that clown. You gave up your crown. So now they going through reconstruction of the vessel, the DNA. So now these pulls that we have towards one another that was bringing us together all the time, the cords has been sliced. Now I don't get hyperventilation. I don't get these pulling effects no more because now the creator is remodifying my DNA to another lover. And until me and that lover, it's all in divine. This right here falls on the divine timing. Now you see where the timing come in. Okay, because the timing comes in at gardens. When you hear your ancestors say gardens, and this could be male or female, they're talking about your garden, not just in your sexual nature, but somebody that's got to match your sexual nature. When last time I was over there across on the other side, coming back over here, I remember them saying, how many do Tat got left? Out of 8 billion people, an angel told God what number? 12 lovers out here out of 8 billion people for me. And I already done went through 4 to 5 of them. I ain't met them. I only met the monster that came, but all the rest of them didn't come. I guess the monster blocked them or whatever. That hurt you too, didn't it? Because, shawty, you trying to block other angels. When you block other angels, you blocking ancestors. And when you are a twin flame of mine or a soulmate of mine, you are trying to block. You are trying to take your ancestors and make your ancestors go against their ancestors, your ancestors. Ancestors ain't supposed to go against ancestors, the same ancestors. So what you were doing was taboo all the way around anyway. It was going to go ahead and slap you down. So while you over there telling everybody I'm going to jail, and you keep waiting on that. And if I go to jail, okay, fine. It's a mission I need to do in jail. I ain't scared to go to jail. I ain't scared to go to jail for something I do. And I ain't scared to go to jail for something that you did, that you put on to me. And the court say, yeah, he did. And I'm going to go to jail. I don't care. I ain't scared like y'all. I ain't out there missing business with pleasure. I'm not out there sharing my DNA with everybody. I'm not out there stealing from nobody. I'm not out there doing drugs. I'm not out there selling out my family. And I'm not out there sacrificing kids. So I'm always the one that's working and doing everything I ever had in my entire existence, in my entire entirety. I had to get from sweat and blood. Now, if they want to lock me up for something that I supposed to did, that's fine. That blood is on their hands. Shout it. But it's hard for me to even accept the belief that everybody is going to fold. These high-ups is going to fold for you. You are not a God. Gods don't sleep. Gods don't spread their DNA around like peanut butter and jelly. Okay? God don't humiliate themselves to even become a God. You got to learn how to be an angel first. You got to get out of your witch and warlock ways. That means you got to clean up inside and outside. Now, people want to call me, if you calling me crazy out there, fine. But let me tell you what this crazy person done accomplished. I didn't have to ask nobody for nothing, including my parents. I gained and I earned every single thing. They had to take my life from me in 2018. And the only way they could successfully do that is by taking my identity from me in 2018. So that's that. So it didn't matter if I was a hard worker or not. Once they took my identity away and took my ways of finances away from me, automatically I would have had to, and still at this point, change my whole alias. Which I could take my time on that, because if I have to do that, I'm going to have to start from the bottom. But back to the house. Back to the house. Your vessel. Why we should keep our vessel empty so that God can come inside of us, so our ancestors can come inside of us, so that our guardian angels can come inside of us and rebuild us as we go on through our days. You know how much damage that the human body got to take on daily, just on natural things that we have to do, more or less the extra junk that you put in your body to contaminate yourself. So, like I tell people, doctors know this more than anybody. Once your ancestor took your hands off of you, death awaits you. So, honey, it don't matter if I'm going to jail about this or not. You need to be worried about your life. Your life is at stake now. Let's say I did go to prison for something you and somebody else I know did. It doesn't matter, because you're going down. You finna hit the grave. You're not gonna enjoy none of it. And you're gonna have to cross over and tell everybody, I was real. They gonna say you was real to the enemy, and they gonna devour you from heaven to hell. Your own ancestor. That's an embarrassment. You humiliated not just yourself, but everybody, especially with your ranking over there. So know that before you try to call me and tell me and threaten me about a life that I had to sweat blood for. You are not making me upset about something like that. I'm embarrassed with the whole judicial system when it comes to that. They shouldn't even thought about messing with no working man or a working woman. I don't care what kind of position they in. This hillbilly racist ass shit shouldn't have never even came to existence in this time and day. This embarrassed my whole town. And the whole town gonna have to fix it so they don't look like clowns. So it ain't my problem to deal with. It's y'all problem. You stay over there with that. Unless you can come by here and give me some good herb to smoke for free. Shit. For free. and say, hey man, let this lift you for the day because of all this detrimental, torturous, hell-raising shit that you put on my life because you wanted my life that I work for, clown. Get over yourself. What you thought I was gonna cry because you said the police coming over there? When the police come over there to get me, I'm gonna tell them the same thing I'm telling you. Good. Let's get this over with. What you thought I was gonna snitch or something? Only weak ones would try to do something what y'all did to a good person. You the kind of people that sacrifice your own parents and kids and everybody just so you can go get high. I seen it with my own eye. I seen people kill their grandparents for the damn medical pills that the doctor gave the grandparents. And you ain't no different. Now, I told you, you call me, you text me, you learn how to call me and text me, you ask me how I'm doing before you run your mouth about something your own boyfriend can't do for you. I know that clown before I knew you. He have yet to come to me like you do. And you sitting there coming to me like you could do it. You ain't doing nothing besides embarrassing everything around you. And I ain't one of them because I don't know you. Y'all invaded my privacy, kidnapped me and my child, raped me and my child damn near. Got away with it, legally, illegally, punks, scumbags. Now, let me try to get out my feeling. Lord have mercy, I'll be glad when this cycle is over. Because basically, I was put in a nasty, disgusting ass cycle that my enemies wanted me in because they live in it. They thrive in it. I have never belittled myself to such a degree. And I ain't trying to start the day, honey. Now you sit over there and you shut up and you quit running your mouth before I start telling everybody what you did to them. You know how many families you done broke up? You know how many families is confused because you done slept with their husband and gave them something and sent it home and you in denial and you acting like you the angel of heaven and people believe in that crap? Shawty, I got proof on you. Like I told you, it's gonna come a day you gonna wish you gave me all the green for free in the world. Now sit over there and shut up. Care who y'all ride. I see y'all riding in y'all nice car going up down the road that I own. All that shit mine's. If it ain't mine, it belongs to this family. I don't know you, shawty. You can't bring I was gonna say something out of place. You ain't even part of this family. You can't come in somebody's family and say, I'm this person. That's why when I seen your license that you had like 5 different psychological mental disturbances on your license, I knew then that it was time that you shouldn't even been out here walking the block. You should have been in a straitjacket somewhere. And considering your actions is self-explanatory. And if you got any of them social media people on your side, we all need to reevaluate all of them. Because anybody following you is crazy. That's like me being a merchant, a big time. To be a merchant, you got to own a corporation, okay? So that's like me being a merchant, a successful merchant. And I decided to come down to a little rural area and I see the first junkie or a crackhead and that crackhead tell me a story. This is a full-fledged junkie now, crackhead. This is beyond Pookie. So this person live for this. They love their drugs. And they tell me a story and I just put down everything I ever worked for to follow that crackhead. Sit down somewhere. Sit down. Besides on somebody's lap. Sit down. I'm not trying to humiliate you. I'm trying my best not to embarrass you. But unless you can help me in the way I told you could just help me, don't come at me sideways when you rob me, when you try to take my identity. You a female, honey. I'm a male. You shouldn't even thought of such a thing. I don't know if the LGBTQ clan community put you up to that crap or what. But let me tell you something. If a man want to be a man and a woman want to be a woman and they don't want to play games and that other stuff y'all got going on, it ain't nothing none of y'all can do about it. And if you keep trying, we gonna take you right back to the White House and void the license that you just legalized. Sit down. I ain't trying to single the group out, but hell, you better get control of your boys and girls. Damn. Whoa. All the headaches. But anyway, like I said, if you want to avoid STDs and you want to avoid this road of turmoil that you probably chose over your chosen one, over your flame, or over your gift from God, you got to endure that by yourself. Because God done gave you the spiritual warnings. God done gave you the warnings. Human done gave you the warnings. And your friends, everybody around done gave you the warnings. So guess what? Once you got 2 or 3 of them lines already on fire, on your talyway or on your tachi, you might, that's you know what they call it? Binding spells. Why? Why is it binding spells? Because only you and them got that STD. Y'all stuck over there with that STD. It's a group of y'all now. You are binded. It don't matter how good the sex was. It don't matter how long it was, how much money they had, because you over there burning with the rest of them, y'all binded. I don't go to the hospital, I'm healthy. My ancestors tell me all this stuff. My ancestors tell me what to do. My ancestors tell me when and when not to mess with y'all. My ancestors prepare, if y'all put magic on me, my ancestors tell me how to get my magic back. Sit down somewhere. It's a lot of burial. It's a lot of minds being buried. I don't know what my ancestors meant about that, but some of the tarot people saying it too. So we all getting the same messages. It's a lot of minds being buried. Now, what's my definition of that? It's the same thing that I explained to y'all before you started messing with me. I said if they didn't kill the people that mess with me, they put them in this psychological damage stage to where Alzheimer's and dementia is one. And can't no doctor cure you. You just walking around like that damn twin of mine with a whole bunch of crap on your license that you better look at before you let that person in your house. You over there copying and pasting my stuff. You better know one thing. I was finna delete you out of my shit, and they stopped me from doing that. So that means you being watched. So you sit over there, you keep on riding around your nice car and everybody's truck and sucking off and doing all this extra stuff with everybody. Got me being gang stalked by good, bad people, good people, higher up people, no higher up people, gang friends or whoever the hell. It don't matter. All y'all look bad to me. I seen your faces in public, in reality. And I could tell from the time my ex-wife divorced me to the day, God, my ancestors have been wearing y'all out. You look sick compared to that time. That wasn't but 4 to 5 years ago. And some of you in suits. I'd have been unstopped if I was you. Now you go ahead and you tell your crooked cop members and you tell that crooked ass justice system that supports you in everything you do, I'll be waiting on them to come and lock me up. I ain't got a problem with doing time for you, because you a coward. And we know you ain't gonna do it. You need to fix your mouth. The one thing, I'm gonna tell you one thing, Charlotte, because I could tell we finna stop dealing with each other altogether. I'm gonna tell you something. What you need to work on if God bless you to live a little bit longer and you wanna actually have friends in your life, first thing you need to do is get over the pride you got. And quit telling people you God. Because it ain't a book in the world gonna tell you, even the worstest guy, even the damn Satan himself, it ain't no monster in the world that I met as worse as you. Doing the shit you do, to who you do it to. Over there acting crazy as hell. And I know it's some tarot people. We on y'all too. Everybody on y'all, even some of the terror people on y'all. All y'all under scope. Sitting there keep telling me I've been stuck in one spot for 5 whole years. If you ain't figured out that this is a safe house by now, while you still over there looking like a fool, then whatever justice come to you is just due. And God forgive me for going off like this. I know this is not holy. But man, this situation, it gotta stop. So I can be holy. Because I'm forced to be stuck in a situation where demons keep on attacking me every day, all day, 24/7. And it don't matter if it's my parents, family, or somebody they sent to me. Every single day, no rest. It's amazing that I got peace. Now, I want to uplift and I want to uphold my agreement with you guys. But it's hard in this kind of situation. But I know it's nothing is too hard for you. And you won't never give nobody more than they can deal with. So I know that this situation is something that I can do. So I'm trying my best not to complain about it. But please, we have to do something about all these fools. But that's what they are. You ain't supposed to call nobody a fool. That's why it's so powerful. It's way more powerful than a cuss word. You ain't supposed to tell nobody they're a fool. But see, in this situation, I know for a fact you're a fool. How I know you're a fool? Because you disown God and put Satan above God and expect Satan to do it too. And since you done wrapped it in your head that that's exactly how it's gonna work, because you over there on Satan's side and you look that much cool, you keep on trying God as if it's gonna really pull through. Knowing damn well it'd have been better for you not to even be born because you already lose. Now, I'm gonna get back in my peaceful state and mind my business. While y'all fabricating scripts on how to take somebody out that's good so you can get paid and walk around telling everybody your business. Get out my face, sit down, and that's why I don't deal with you scumbags. In prison or not, I'm going to still talk trash about your trash. Now, you don't scare nobody. It ain't nothing you can do to me on this earth that can put me in some box while I'm in a fetal position saying, please, please, no more. If somebody was gonna do that, I did that as a child when I was begging for help from grown folk and didn't nobody come and help me. But God, just like today. So you stay out my face, shouter.